of us covering this case and this trial, we were trying to be fair, okay? I want to let everybody know, I know, even though I don't believe the war in Chirac is the biggest thing I've ever done in my career, it is definitely one of the most important things, 100%. I know.
What up, JC?
I can't cover this trial being a Durk defense squad. Also, for anyone who has the opinion, whether it's me, Trap Lil Ross, or anyone else, to say,
we just hopped in the chat.
What y'all are doing is some police shit.
You feel me? Appreciate y'all.
The police already did their shit. The police, everything we're getting info from now is not even from the streets. The streets usually tell us and snitch and self-snitch. The police already did their work. What all we're doing is reading, listening, and reporting. Okay? So I want everyone to know there is no new info. Obviously, there's like some folklore stories in relation to the case that will be conveyed.
All right, we watching DJ Academics reacts to the reports on open statements on Lil Durk trial. This is day one. We watching Vonnie. I think his lawyers say like Vonnie like took responsibility of some shit, and I don't know what's going on. Hey, look, I'm a regular nigga. Finna see what's going on.
But the majority of what you're hearing is going to be what the police already allege. Whether they have charged those crimes or not, they have a whole theory about what they claim Durk was or Durk did. Again, when we repeat, or when I repeat, let me speak directly to myself. When I directly repeat what's being alleged, please don't think that I switched up on Durk. Another thing, as much as I love Durk, shout to Duty Low, shout to DJ Ben. DJ Ben sent me yesterday. Bands, I'm gonna hit you back. I'm not OTF, and I'm also just not a defense lawyer for them. Okay, so I'm gonna try to be as fair as possible. I want to be as optimistic.
It seemed like Act trying to keep them what's some shit's called industry connections tight.
As possible. Yes, I'm a huge Durk fan. I don't want to see him go to jail. By the way, this is unprecedented territory. We've seen rappers get convicted and sent to jail for murders or, whatever. We saw what happened with TK. I can't tell the last rapper who went to jail like for life or something like that. Durk is clearly the biggest rapper who's facing life. And make no mistake about it, Thug beat his case, or we call it beat his case, but he took a plea. That case was bullshit. It was out of Fulton County. Young boy was facing a couple gun charges, but he was never facing life. 6ix9ine was facing potentially like what would amount to be life, like 40 years, but he cooperated. This is the first time we're going to see all the resources, all the love, all the popularity that Durk has. And with all due respect to YNW Melly, he's never been convicted. Even now, he got a mistrial in the first case. This is the first time we could see a rapper in his prime, arguably top 10 rapper in the game, potentially go down and get sentenced to life in prison. Make no mistake about it. If Durk gets found guilty of murder for hire, there is no other wiggle room other than life in prison.
Get to the shit.
These things. And here's the thing: even though I'm gonna, I plan to show up at some point, even I have to move a little bit different than I moved in the Diddy trial, because I was never going to the Diddy trial. So the Diddy trial was never going there, but they would have probably tried to sanction me because I was calling people strong.
If you're running your own business, you need sympathy.
Yeah, I gotta bear with me, bro. We gotta get through this little part, bro.
Advocate and proponent for these guys who are going out there like, y'all could keep y'all
people, not enough seats, the courtesy outside.
About how crazy it is at the courthouse. Check this out.
Major controversy outside the courtroom in the Lil Durk trial. Too many people, not enough seats. The court should have known that this was going to happen, and there is no overflow room. Typically, federal court proceedings open to the public. What they have, main courtroom, everybody can go in there. There's more public than can fit in that courtroom. They open up an overflow room. The overflow room is reportedly starting to be open, but opening statements are starting. Good chance this trial will start without all of the public that wants to attend and see it being able to attend and see it. This is not a surprise. They knew this was going to happen. On Thursday and on Friday, when the jury pool was going to be in the room, they had to move the reporters out and the press and the members of the public because the room could not fit everybody. There is a bigger courtroom. There's a courtroom on the first floor. That first floor courtroom is a ceremonial courtroom, lots of seating. It could have been used on Thursday, could have been used on Friday, accommodated the jury pool and all the people. It definitely should have been used.
Now, I want to put this in perspective. I'm not sticking up for the judge or even the court system of LA, even though it's a federal infrastructure here, not even state. Well, there was a federal infrastructure in the Southern District of New York. The press was staked out outside the courtroom with tents the week before. It's been pretty quiet. It's not a lot of paparazzi and like ABC News and.
I'm not gonna lie, Chad. They saying Durk telling through his lawyers. I kind of doubt it. I kind of don't. I mean, a lot of niggas, a lot of gangsters, real gangsters, try to wiggle their way out through shit through their lawyers. My brother being in the street life, he told me how shit go. Niggas tell through their lawyers, but it's not telling when they get to that black and white don't tell because shit gets suppressed and all that other shit.
This and third, it's a lot of independent journalists, but there's not that much hoopla as they came into the trial.
As in suppressed, like you can plead guilty, get a deal, and then X amount of information won't be shown in the black and white to the public. Like how to Rollo page 9 or page 12 shit. Like certain shit can get suppressed where the public won't see. I don't know if Rollo brought his paper, whatever. You feel me? Like, but certain shit can get suppressed to the public.
So I could see why the court said, okay, yeah, there's interest, but we could deal with it within this one courtroom. We don't got to go like Diddy shit. There was people like camping out. Okay. There's a video real quick of, is my man Cousin Tino out there? If y'all don't know, man, Cousin Tino chat nigga all day. You know, he's part of the squad. I think he might be out there too. Like, that's my guy. I seen him. By the way, I met Cousin Tino at AccompliceCon last year, man. Real chat nigga, been rocking with us.
Appreciate y'all for the views, for the likes.
Locked him in with Grand,
liking,
and he been a good nigga, man.
Follow.
Okay, yeah, it's my man. My man's out there. Perfect. Y'all want y'all niggas to go check out Cousin Tino too. You feel what I'm saying? You know, we got to empower everybody that fucks with us, man. That's our guy. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is a video, but he did post it. This is India showing up to court today. So, okay, I'm just gonna mute the music, but this is India showing up to court. One thing you'll notice that's different from this case as opposed to like the New York case with Diddy is that when Diddy walked up when Diddy's family walked up, they had to come with a Sprinter. Keep in mind, from what I looked at, where this court location is at, it's not as like, you know, New York City is really like narrow roads, not really narrow, but it's just like it's in the middle of the city. It's not as spread out. LA, even though just as bad traffic and it's kind of horrible when it comes to shit like that, the courthouse is a little bit better, you know, suited for this type of stuff. But remember, like Diddy's mom or like his kids, when they got out, there's a million like paparazzi. It doesn't seem like that's the case. You see India walking up, she's alone. I'm very interested who's gonna show up on his side. You know, he has several baby mamas, he has several kids, and his own family as well, but also his guys. Now, you know, shouts to Bands. He hit me yesterday. I didn't get a chance to answer, but I wanted to ask: is the guys going? I don't know if I wouldn't take it either way if his guys show up, if that means they're supporting him or not. If the feds is investigating the whole gang, I don't know if I want to show up to the trial, even though Durk's my man. Let's say I'm part of the gang, right? So we don't know. Is Duty Low going to be there? Is DJ Band's going to be there? Is 100K Track going to be there? Is, well, there's a bunch of people arrested. I don't want to really go through everybody who's kind of like a part of their movement that might be not arrested because you never know what the feds has going on. But I don't know if they're going to show up, but we'll see. But, of course, his wife shows up. And, again, she shows up not with, like, a sister, not with a cousin. She walks in, looks like she's flanked by security, you know. And, yeah, she walks in by herself, it seems. It seems pretty calm, too. Seems pretty calm. Okay. These are...
I ain't gonna lie. What y'all hoes gotta learn, it don't matter how bad it look for a nigga, y'all gotta stay solid to your nigga, bro. India is the reigning example of some shit like that.
The lawyers showing up. Okay. Let's see. Is this the AUSA's? This might be the AUSA's, or it might be Durk's lawyer. I'm looking for... Durk has more lawyers than just Drew Finland and Brian Steele. Let's look.
Shout out Drew Finland.
Okay. Yeah, we don't know who's who yet. Okay, Drew Finland's here. Big Bad Drew. And I think one of these women, or Marissa, she comes out of the office of Drew. So Drew has this woman who her name is Marissa, which, by the way, thanks to Seti Nash, we're about to play his video in a second. She's the one who did the opening statements. That's kind of shocking. When you have Drew Finland, you have Brian Steele, you think one of them are going to do the opening statements. Because remember, no disrespect to any woman, right? We love our chat queens. But a lot of women attorney or female attorneys took a lot of lead in Diddy's case. You know why? They always say if you catch a domestic violence case or it's something against a woman, it's better if you have a female attorney speaking on your behalf rather than a male, right? Because if the male says, yo, she's a lying bitch that just wants money, right? It's going to seem just misogynistic, right? But you have a female lawyer saying, come on, you know what you wanted. This is why there was a female attorney who grilled Cassie, okay? And I believe even Jane Doe got grilled by a female attorney, both of them. It's now eluding me. I'm so sorry. It wasn't Mark Agnifilo. It was Tenny Garagos. We had Tenny Garagos, and then we had, I forgot the other lady who did the other one. So they kept the women on the women to make the jury feel good. Here's the thing. This is a